How's it going? Doing a bit of an impromptu sweet potato harvest. Tripping over my words. We're having a bit of a roast tonight, so I'd look for some sweet potatoes. And this is what I found in this bed here. This bed here was left alone pretty much plant-wise, other than some wing beans. There's a worm over here on a leaf. Some wing beans that were planted along the back there. And small bits of the sweet potato have been left in this bed from the last harvest and decided to grow new vines. I wasn't hoping on much because this bed, I don't know if you've seen our other sweet potato harvest clip, we actually had a fair deal of nematode attack in this bed, so I let it go for a little while and gave it heaps of molasses and fed it up trying to kill the nematodes. So I was rather chuffed to see what I've actually got. There we go, there's an earthworm compared with our little red wigglers. Let him go back down, I think. There you go, matey. Ah, look at that. That's our wing beans. That's our wing bean plants. So they have taken the brunt of the nematode attack. They're just absolutely caned. So I'm going to get my bags of mustard seeds and I'm going to sow this whole bed out this afternoon. Pop them down in there. I'm supposed to be looking for sweet potato, finding nematodes. I think that's all the sweet potatoes we're going to find. Look at that. There's some infected galls on the roots from nematodes. Have a look down here. Oh, the soil's nice and light.
I hear tree root.
Beautiful.
Or not.
I can't see anything there. Oh, it's a little one.
Yeah, one out of it.
The crops we weren't planning on having, I'm not complaining. Now,
I'll pull them out of there.
Out of the passion fruit barrel, we'll see what we get. I am leaving these plants over here. These guys here are growing in the ground. They're being left for next year's slips. So we'll be using, there's some stuff down in there. We'll be using them for next year's plants. Yep. So, don't have to go far for this one. Look at that.
It's a ball.
It's like an apple. Don't want to disturb the passion fruit too much. Oh, look at this. Little worms in here as well. All our barrels were started with handfuls of worm castings, and they're thriving in here. This is under just the wood chip. And yeah, that's just been placed over the top, and they only get a liquid fertiliser every now and then, so these worms are pretty much all just eating off the timber mulch. I don't want to dig in too far. Like I said before, I think that's pretty much all going to be the only sweet potato in there. Not a bad little harvest so far. So that's our little impromptu sweet potato harvest. Got some worms here we should probably cover up. So we got pretty much all enough for a meal and a bit, probably 2 meals out of that. Nice beautiful one from the passion fruit barrel. This nice big one from here. As you can see, we've got a little bit of splitting that was probably due to nematodes. This one here's got another split. This one here. They seem to have healed over nicely though, so I'm not too worried about them. That one's got a nice one. This one here we found down in the ground. So yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. For plants we haven't tended at all. I'm rather chuffed. Like I said, going to be sowing this bed out with mustard greens, and we're going to try and gas the nematodes out. I'm just waiting for a couple of wing bean pods to mature on there, and then those plants will be coming out. So yeah, rather happy. And we have some white fleshed purple skin sweet potato slips still growing over there. They're just growing in the ground, so I'm more than confident we're going to have this variety again next year to try. Plus all this stuff over here is growing in the ground down there as well, so we won't be worrying losing the genetics of this one. Just to add to the sweet potato clip, harvested the heirloom variety that was in here. I'm not too sure. It's an Australian developed variety of sweet potato. This is the tuber I received to begin with, and I planted it in this pot. And as you can see, it sort of stretched the pot as it grew across it. So I decided to pull him out today, and underneath him we found a few small tubers. These guys here we're going to pretty much all cook up, I think, as I've broken off enough of the root with a few small tubers on the bottom that they can then be planted back out into this. I'll put some worm castings in here and hopefully we'll soup it up a bit, trim the greenery back, and hopefully we'll be able to save this variety as well. I'm most impressed with the little sweet potato harvest we've got today. I'll just take these up and I'll put them alongside the others that we've picked from the bed out the back and also from the lime bed as well. I'll show you what we got. So there you go, there's the harvest for today. These guys here are the ones from the pot. These few here are just a few that I've missed from underneath the lime bed. These two on the end here came from beside the bed down the back. I think that's the one from beside. That one came from the passion fruit, and this one from the barrel. So these ones here all grew unintentionally. They were just ferals that grew in the patch. And these guys here are ones that I ran out of space and couldn't plant out during the year. So like I said, I'm going to go down there and pop the base of those plants back into the soil and feed it up with some worm casts, and we'll see if we can overwinter them in a warm spot and see how we go, so we can plant the slips out next year. So there you have it. There's my little impromptu sweet potato harvest clip for the year. I don't think we'll be harvesting many more. In fact, I tell a fib, we've got the purple flesh variety that we're going to harvest after we finish off on these guys. So that'll be in a couple of weeks' time, I suppose. So just drop any comments, questions, suggestions in the comments section below and I'll get back to you. So I'm off now to plant out the remainder of that sweet potato I just harvested and also sow out the mustards in that back bed. So have a great one and take it easy. Cheers! Oh, happy first day of winter, you Aussies. Catch ya.